All right. Good night. Good night, yo. So
Good night, everyone.
we have Abby as usual, representing the UK. Lisa, who ready to party right now with the triple D's. And we have Celeste and her beautiful baby girl. So Celeste is representing the Twin Islands Tobago right now. Right? So we are
Yeah.
inside. It's ladies' night. And Lisa is showing off those triple D's for us tonight. So the topic tonight is how do women help a broken man to heal? Some people might say, they might start off with what is a broken man, because broken can come in so many forms. So we'd like Abby to start off tonight by telling us what she defines a broken man as. So Abby, how do you define a broken man?
I define a broken man as someone who is hasty, who wouldn't think twice, wouldn't reason because of his hurt, his past. He wouldn't take the time to think and reason and communicate. Because he is offended. Yeah, that's what I think.
All right. So because of his, the hurts in the past, he isn't open to having. Oh, he doesn't believe that women are good anymore. Just like how women say, all man bad, all man are dogs, all men are dogs. Kind of the same concept. Lisa, when I hear, a man is broken, what comes to mind? Same thing as Abby saying. Celeste, what about you?
I think a broken man is, I don't know, a guy who went through real shit in a relationship, and I don't know, you're with them now, and they just believe that you have to be punished for whatever shit they went through in the past. That is a broken man.
Yes.
And I play with broken men.
Was that to stay away from them?
Yeah. You ain't going through that.
Right. So Celeste is not in the healing business.
That's true. I don't think I'm nurturing. I probably could heal. I don't think. Is that me?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I would be able to have the tolerance. Because when you're dealing with a broken guy and he's punishing you, you have to prove to him that I'm not her, over and over and over again. I don't think I could tolerate that.
Oh, that's
okay.
Good.
So Sherlyn is saying, so women need a weak man then?
No.
A broken man is a weak man.
Right. So Celeste. Yeah. So the question, ladies, are you willing to heal a man? Because the question is, how do we, do women help a broken man to heal? But then, are we willing to go through helping a man to realize, hey, it still have good women out there. Not every woman coming to hurt you, right? Because what we are hearing is that a broken man is someone who went through a lot of challenges, a lot of stress, and he just maybe really don't feel for a relationship anymore, but he want to try, he want to be in a relationship, but yet still he ain't too sure about it. So the woman are being, any woman that he goes with, they are being punished for everything that he experienced in the past. Right? So that will come with trust issues. So he might want to really have the relationship, but it comes with a lot of trust issues. Good night, Andy. Good night to one and all. I ain't like that good night, huh? Right. So he will come with some trust issues, and that is one of the major things that you will see. You may see a lot of jealousy. What are some of the identifying markers of a man being broken? I mean, because sometimes people might say, nah, he may be just, it may appear as if he may start off as being like protective, and then he realize, okay, he's being a little bit much overprotective, that it may turn into a bit of, jealousy, always like making sure that you are always there. He needs to see you. He's always texting, the lady, and might think, oh, he really gives me all the attention I need. And that time, that is really not it. Right? So, good night, Candace. So, are you willing to really... So, if he broken and has a lot of money, well, that means he's not broken financially. Are you willing to put up? Are you willing to give in and say, okay, maybe we could let this work? Abby Celeste, you're going to make it work? A man who is emotionally broken, but he's very much financially stable. He ain't broken financially. He have the bank account tick. Are you going to give it a try?
That. No.
Yeah, I don't think I want to make that move either.
Right. So,
not me at all.
Lisa, what about you? Will you make it work? Lisa, maybe say I want to even have the thought of being with another man, because Lisa let us know she's engaged. She may be even thinking about, being with another man right now. But if you were in the position of having to be with a man who is emotionally broken, will you, and he has a lot of money, will you try to make it work? No. So these ladies here are saying they're not trying to make it work. Forget about it. Right? Mind you, it's one of the ladies here saying, ask this question, and how do we help? So good night, Rihanna.
Riri.
Right, she's saying, yes. Riri, are you willing to be in a relationship, make it work, let the man see, hey, still have good woman out here? So the thing about it is, first we have to identify who is the broken man. And when we do, it have some ladies who think that they can change men, and it have ladies who believe that they can heal men, as the question goes. But how do you really go about that? Do you have that patience? Ready and true. So you might see, a lot of potential in the man. You might see that he's ambitious. All the things that we're looking for in a man, right? Remember, we talk about, what ladies want in a man. So he have everything. He could be honest, he could be loyal, everything. Ambitious. He looking good. But just, he had bad relationships in the past. Will you try to make it work? He's everything that you're looking for, except he's broken emotionally. Are you going to try and make it work?
You know what? Just thinking about it. If, all right, he reached out to me just saying, saw me whenever he, had a chat and whatever, tried. At least he made the first move to say, me, if I realize that he's broken, first step I would do is give him space. If he wants me a part of his life, I would let him make the step. So I would allow him that space. So ready, when you feel free and you're ready, comfortable, yeah, give me a call. We will chat. Then we will see how it goes. Just give him loads of space. Do what you want,
Loads
partner.
of space. All right.
Yeah.
Lion is asking if the sex good.
Well, yes.
What you going to do?
If there are no
Right,
answers,
so-
questions, no feel good, eh?
Rihanna is saying, I am one young woman who will be with a gentleman. See if he's willing to change, and I will be willing to help and guide him through. So Riri is saying if he's willing to change. And now it may not be a matter of, let us say, changing really, It's just that maybe he needs to see the world from, because you don't want, when some people make changes, you don't want it to be a whole total change, because you might say, okay, I'm there for him, I'm healing him, and then after the healing, well, he might say, all right, well, I'm healed, I believe, and then he's gone. So are you willing
Exactly.
to go through that? You have to, what are you willing to go through and say, okay, whatever happen, at least, this man is, a better person for another woman. Are you willing to even make that happen as well? Because sometimes that's what it is, you're just there for that space of time,
No.
for that purpose. And that is how some men may see it, some women may even see it that way too. It's just for, you meet people in life and it's just for a season. Are you there for the healing season?
Nope.
So, and he's saying, stop being dishonest. Some ladies offer the money, milk the account. So, and he's saying, you ladies not telling the truth. If the man have money and he broke on, you'll go in there still. Whatever happen. Because ladies like the dollars.
That's not true.
Good.
When you experience men at money, you just know that's then worth it. That's end worth it.
Right.
Heal by yourself.
Sometimes they could be ungrateful too. After all that you went through with them,
Yeah.
Mhm.
sometimes they could be really ungrateful, and you put up with a lot of shit with them, and it come like a kick in your ass. Better to leave them right there. You understand?
So Rihanna is saying, I am willing to help heal him. So Rihanna, young lady on the life here, is saying she's willing to help heal that gentleman. So Rihanna, since you are willing to heal that man, what are some of the things that you are going to do to help heal him? Now, some people will think, right, I'm going to do this, I will treat him nice, I will give him massages, I will give him his space. So I'll be talking about giving space whenever he may need it. Well, it seems like she'll give him all the space he needs that he might even forget I'll be there and all. But, you're being open to... Lan is saying, yes, Galen, use that money. You're right. That has to be for Rihanna, because Rihanna is saying she's willing to help him heal. So, you're saying, right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to give him a listening ear, because that's another thing. Plenty times, we don't take into consideration men's mental health. When a man is being very open, talking, let us take a pause. Abby, how are you looking cute? So, Andy would like to know.
Andy, come on. Andy. Always irresistible.
Right? So, how are you gonna, do? And the next thing we didn't ask, is the man willing to be healed? You can't heal someone who doesn't want to be healed. Can you heal someone who doesn't want to be healed? So if the man saying, I go where I'm at. Yes, you would know, but you may know.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know unless you try.
Actually, you may just know. So I don't think it's a step-by-step saying, okay.
Yeah, you might know.
So Candice is
Go
saying,
on, chicken.
I think
Sorry.
healing, man, is
healing.
in a relationship to have to be healing.
So Candice is saying that if it is you take the time to help heal the man, you may also become emotionally broken.
And drained.
That's an excellent. I'm drained. Yeah.
Right? So it come like you taking your energy. Remember having, just sometimes even the friendships that you have. And you might see what this person went through a lot. And you're feeling drained after just talking to the person, and it's just your energy sapping. Right? They might have money, it have plenty things that, it might have a lot of positive things. But I don't think that you want to compromise your emotional well-being to heal someone. You're supposed to be able to be strong in order to do that. And some women don't have that strength to say that they're healing the man. Because when you think about a healer, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of love. So sometimes people say, yes, I love. But you really have to love that person. So, like I say, man, I hope you hear. Stop help these broken ladies. I say stop. Because it's a other point where ladies are also broken, and men will want to step in and let them know, hey, not all men are dogs out here. And when a man done, is hell, right? It goes both ways, It really goes both ways. And he's saying, Big Brother, we will help spend some of that good money. Andy, but easy, right? So, as I was saying earlier, sometimes we want men to, we will say, men not expressing themselves, right? They're keeping in their emotions. And when it is the men do decide to open up, good night, Kabir, good night. When it is men finally open up, they are laughed at. So imagine now the man come and say, he has really expressing himself. Abby, how will you deal with that? He really pouring out how he's feeling, what it is he went through, right, in his past relationship. And he's really explaining to you why it is he don't really trust women, why it is he don't want to really go all the way. Because sometimes you say, yes, he might be dating, and he find he taking too long to, as they say, take the next step. And you wonder, but why this man moving so? How will you deal with a man truly opening up and expressing himself? Because in order to heal, you need to express how it is you are feeling,
Okay.
So,
if we are in a relationship and he expressing his feelings, saying, about the trust issues and whatever, I would just tell him I will be here until you're ready, but I'm not going to be here for long. So you have to make a decision if you want a certain amount of period to heal, and even include me in your healing process, or you do it by yourself. But I will be here for you, but I'm not going to be here for long.
All right.
That's
so what's that, Lisa? Lisa is saying exactly, not going to be here for long. And by saying, let me just say this, by telling a man that, I'm not going to be here for long, because I find he's taking too long. He poured out. He's thinking, okay, if it is this woman really loves me and will really want me to take the next step, then she should be here for me. So by you telling him that now, he's going to say, okay, well then all women are the same.
No, why must I put my life on hold for you? If you take your time to heal, which is all your right to do, you taking your time to heal, which is perfectly fine. But just remember, I have a life too, and if you want to be a part of my life, is either I help you heal and we go along that road. If you want to do it yourself, I would give him that time. Look, I will be here for you when you're ready, but I'm not going to be here too long. Because either you include me in your healing process and we can make that step together, or you do it yourself and come back. If I'm there, I'm there. If not, then tough.
All right. So let's say he says, you know what, I want you to be a part of my healing process, but it just may take me some time. How long is too long, you think, to heal?
All depends on how deep the wound is. You know?
So let's where's that Israel ladies night here. So let's where's that up to there? I see, you know, kind of thing lighten up.
That's what I can see that.
Well, yes. That's it. You're taking a split.
Oh, shit.
I see what can I say. Happening there. So,
right.
Oh my
I
God.
just want to see that. Oh my God.
Yes, we are serious.
To that question, if he includes me in his healing process, then he would have to allow me to take the wheel sometime. And if he's
Allow you to take the wheel.
Yeah, allow me to take the wheel. Give me a bit of control or a bit of opinion added to the situation. Just a tad. I know it's your life. I'm here to help. You have to let me be in the driving seat sometimes. You know? Give me the chance to take over and you relax, darling. I will sort this out for you. If he's not willing to do that, then he's not willing to move on with anything. Or with me.
All right. So Silas, what is saying to what Abby said there? He said, okay, I want you to be part. Now we know you say earlier you're not going with no broken man. That is too much work. You're not going through that headache. But let's say you're willing to at some point in life, you say, you know what? Maybe I can, you know, help this man become, you know, I'm going to compliment him. And he's going to heal while I compliment him. And he said, yes, you can be a part of, you know, my healing process. How long do you think is too long? To allow the man to heal.
If you see by 6 months, you
long.
can longer than Papa had gone.
6 months. 6 months.
So that's a straight 6 months. Lisa, how long is too long?
I don't think it's that long.
So how many months, how many years, how long are you willing to, you know, allow the man to heal?
The most I will just give him like 5 months.
5 months, that's less than a year. Now, everybody takes a different amount of time to heal, and sometimes what happens is you rush the process. You know, when you get a cut, and you find you start to get this scab, and what you do is you dig it, and then it will remain with a scar because it didn't allow it to shed for itself. The scar, you know, when the skin is healed and it don't allow, you know, I mean, that's like rushing the blood. So, Shirley is saying, so what reasons will the ladies compromise? Right? Yeah. So then you remain, yes, you may have scars, you know, for, you know, but sometimes we don't allow, even for ourselves, we don't allow ourselves to heal. That is why they say sometimes people are now in a relationship that had a bad breakup, and then they go, when they watch it with they really go with somebody else, they maybe didn't even know the person, and within 2 weeks they're with someone else, and they say that's a rebound, and they keep going like that. Right? You really did not give yourself a chance to heal. Right? And the thing about it is, as Lion asked this question, because what if we are in a position where it is we need to heal? And then when the man say, well, whenever you're ready, I'm giving you space. So whenever you're ready, just let me know. You're going to say, well, this man is a real dog. So let us put ourselves in the man's space. And that is because we know as women, we are very much emotional and sensitive, right? And we went through something. I know it may be pushing it a bit much. But let us say you have been sexually assaulted, right? And or you were in an abusive relationship. And then finally, okay, you say you maybe think you told her to heal a bit, you maybe 3 years pass and you get into another relationship. But when you get into the relationship, you realize, wait, my healing isn't yet over. And the man wants to know why it says you're flinching when it says it wouldn't be something aggressive, but you're flinching. That will show that, okay, really and truly you're not healed. And then the man may say, well, you see this? I'm not putting up with this thing. When you're ready, let me know. The man want a little, nice time in the bedroom, you ain't giving him that. Right? Because of what it has happened. You will want him to be patient. Because we talk about patience in relationships, right? What about being patient with the other person? Right? So we're really looking for the answers. How do we help a broken man to heal? Right? So patience is something. So if it is really looking to make the relationship work, patience is something that is very, very important. How patient are we with our significant other? Lioness Saints, ladies come into relationships with baggage, and we need to understand double standards. Right?
Well, yes.
So because really and truly, a lot of times women do enter relationship, they had bad relationship experiences, and when they go in, they want that man to be understanding, they want the man to be patient, and they want the man to compromise and give them a little leeway. Understand me a bit. But now, when it's our turn, are we willing to do it? And it's a very serious question that we need to ask ourselves. Are we, just as we will want the man to be understanding and patient with us, with whatever it is situation we went through, are we willing to do the same? So Lisa, are you willing to?
I could share from my own experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I was married once upon a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it did not work out. It just lasted for like a year. That's my children's father, right? My kid's dad. And I moved back home, and I didn't want anybody in my life right now because I told myself I got to do me, see about me, see about my kids, right? So in that process, I was feeling because I know what I went through in that period of time, because with everything, and it hurts, right? And I told myself, I told my mom, I told my dad, I told them down, and I said, I want nobody in my life. I just went to the gym. Do I have to do? I just did me. Yes, when you think about it, you cry, it will hurt, right? When I started my new relationship with my fiancé, I told him, if you ain't coming to hurt me, leave me alone, right? Leave me how I am. It's making sense for me to hurt me and I have to go back over the same whole process what I went through, right? And I honestly, I used to shove him away. My fiancé said, if you know you're coming to hurt me, leave me how I am. And when the Lord ready, He will send somebody for me. But it was, He understand I was hurting and so what I went through, right? And my mom said, well, Lisa, gosh, give him a chance, my girl. Give him a chance. Just give him a chance. Because I just wanted to get hurt again. Because remember, you have a daughter, and your daughter, you don't want your daughter to see 6 different men coming in your life, coming inside your home. You expect them to see one person in your life. So that is the example. My kids see, yes, I'm not really father again, but they know their stepfather is one person in mommy life, one person everything.
Right.
So if my point is, if you're coming to hurt me and just use me up and dig me out and think leave